Okay, so here we're going to do the time value of money. What this means is a dollar today is worth more than a dollar received in the future because if I have it now, I can make my money grow. And this is going to rely on compounding interest. Okay, so this is when interest earned each year is left in an account and becomes part of the balance on which interest is earned in later years. So it's going to keep growing. I'm going to make interest this year. Then I'm going to make interest off of what I initially put in plus the interest that I made. So it's interest growing on interest. So the future value is going to be the value to which an amount that I put in today, how much it will grow over a certain period of time with a specific interest rate. So the example here is what will $1,000 amount to in 2 years if it earns 10%. So you have a future value table in Appendix A. So I'll just show you real quick if it'll let me. Where you can find that. So if you look in your textbook and you go to Appendix A, there's going to be a table, okay, and it's upside down. Let's see if I can I don't know if I can rotate it or not, but we can still kind of look at it. I can't believe they have it like this. All right, well, we'll do the best that we can. So let's go back to the PowerPoint here. So we have, let me go back. All right, $1,000 in 2 years at 10%. So 2 years at 10% would be 1.21. So what you do is you go to 2 and then you go across to 10%, and there's your number 1.21. So we did 1.21. And if you did that, it's 1,000 times 1.21. And then that will give you 1,210. So in 2 years, I can grow it and make 210 extra dollars. All right. Now let's look at what an annuity is. All right. That's a fixed sum of money that occurs annually. Okay. So what will at the end of 3 years, if you invest $1,000 now, then $1,000 at the beginning of year 2 and the beginning of year 3, assuming a 10% return. So annuity is going to be a fixed amount of recurring payments. All right. So for this one, you would have to go to Appendix B, and I'm not going to pull it up since it wasn't acting right, but you're going to go to 10% and your period is going to be 3 years. So make sure you go to the annuity table. So when you when you go to 10% 3 years, it's going to give you an annuity factor of 3.310. So you're going to multiply that by 1,000, and that's how you get the amount. Okay, so it would grow to 3,310. You invested 3,000, so you've made $310 off of it. If you want to build an account to 3,310 in 3 years, what amount will you have to save if you earn 10%? So the way that you do that is you're going to take the future value, which is what you're trying to get it to, and divide it by the factor. So do 3 years at 10%. That factor is 3.310, future value of annuity factor. So if you have what you want it to be, you're going to divide instead of multiply. And it'll show you, hey, I need to put $1,000 in each year. Okay, the rule of 72. Let me make sure that goes with this objective. I think it does, but let me just look at it real quick. Rule of 72. Think I will wait and do that in the next video. Let's look at your book quick and see where that is. So we have the time value of money. All right. And always follow along in your book. It's got a lot of good information in it. So we did the future value. And it also shows you how you can do this in your calculator. And then that shows you annuity. These are all showing you how to do this in your calculator. So this is a good way to get those numbers for the to use the calculator. So please use your textbook. All right. All of that is some examples of problems. And it looks like I don't see the rule of 72. Let me go back. And I may have just looked over it. That's the rate of return. We'll just save rule of 72 for the next video. All right.